Well, we meet again. This is episode 225 of the Lefty Knitter podcast. My name's Aquila. I come to you from Baltimore, Maryland, and I try to take clips through the week because it's easier for me to do that, but lately I've been very not good at it. And then I smush them all together and I post them on the weekend. So, yeah, I don't have anything down here right now to show you. The last thing I showed you, I believe in the last episode, was my haul from, Frederick Fiber Festival. And then, Socktober had just finished, so it was a lot going on. And so we had a lot of stuff actually happening in the last week also. So John had went away on a trip, for work, and back to back of that, I picked him up right from the airport. He flew from Utah back here, and then I picked him up, the car all loaded, the truck was all loaded, and we started driving straight to Tennessee at 9 o'clock at night for our 10-year wedding anniversary trip that we planned. So we love going and getting a cabin out in the Appalachian Mountains, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, whatever you want to call them. I think that's like different spans of the whole span of the Appalachian Mountains, as they call the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's just so beautiful. We love it there, and we had a really great time. I have a finished object that I will show you, and a little bit of an acquisition, but not really much of anything. But I just wanted to at least start my intro, get me back into like I wanted to say the roll of things, but the swing of things. Yeah. An Advent season is coming up. I did not purchase any Advents this year. So if you guys are making any Advent patterns that you are really excited about, I'd like you to post them down below, only because I have 2 Advents that I haven't used previously. So I have one that was gifted to me, and it was a Halloween Advent, and I can show you guys pictures of that. And then I have another Advent I purchased that was a Christmas, I believe it was for Christmas Advent, and that was also 2, maybe 3 years ago. And so I do not need an Advent. I do not need to do that. I have yarn that I need to use, and so I just want some ideas, because I know every year people are putting out more and more patterns for minis and things like that. So if you have anything, let me know, because the one Advent I have actually came with a pattern, and I really should just buckle down and do it. But I tried doing it, and I just couldn't stay focused. I don't know what it was. I don't know. But, alright, now that my intro's over, I can, gather up some stuff and show you guys some things and keep this moving in a direction where I can show you what I've been working on, which hasn't been much, but I have some things. So, alright, I'll talk to you in the next clip. So I know this isn't yarn related, but it is, just life related. So we are attempting to make sprouts, and I had some black-eyed peas and I had some split peas, which I did Google to make sure that you could make sprouts from both. Also, don't come at me because I'm using paper towels. I did Google what's an alternative for cheesecloth because we didn't have any, but I'm trying to incorporate some more things into my little, who has decided to be vegetarian, into her meals. So we're going to try sprouts. She's never had sprouts, I don't believe, so we're going to try making them. And even if it fails in the eating department, it is a science experiment, and she is she's going to probably think it's pretty cool. So yeah, sprouts. She loves making, quote, fancy ramen, so I think sprouts would be a good addition for her. So yay. Yeah, I know, this is not yarn. Okay. So I'm back. Ignore the hair. It was just annoying, and I threw it up in some clips. So I forgot to say that yesterday when I recorded that clip, it was Thursday, the 15th, November 16th. Today is Friday, November 17th. So I just wanted to put the date in because I try to always clarify when I'm recording. I think in a previous episode I talked about buying a potholder loom, and I have fallen in love with this dang thing. Now, I thought my kid was going to really want to do it. She doesn't really care. She doesn't care. And that's okay. So I've decided Christmas presents this year are going to be potholders because I'm having a lot of fun making them. And I ended up buying the Harrisville looms, the Pro Size. So the Pro Size makes a 10-inch potholder. The smaller one makes a smaller potholder. It's like 7 inches. Now, I like the bigger potholder. I don't have a smaller one to show you, but I just feel like this is going to fit more under bigger casserole dishes, cast iron, things like that. They've already been tried and true used by a few friends, and they love them so much. And so I'm just making them. They're just a lot of fun. I just really enjoy being able to sit down and have like a finished object in a very short span of time. So I did some Googling, and on YouTube, there is a woman named Margie Duffie, sorry, and she has quite a few videos out, and I've made a few of her. I don't know if they're actually her patterns. So I think she prefaces whose they are. Her notes in the thing are not the greatest, but still, her videos are really clear, and she goes really slow, and she doesn't fast forward, and I enjoy that. So if you're looking for some videos on some potholders, I recommend that. I will put the link for the YouTube down below. In one of the videos, she referenced Piglet Evans patterns. I'll also reference that down below. And the way the pattern is written is really, really clear. I didn't actually like the way the patterns are written in the Harrisville Designs book that came with the book. But these are super clear. So if you are, if you need a better visual, I really recommend it. So the one thing that she did in the video, and she did it, so this is her top right. So when you're looking at the loom like this, these are metal, by the way. So if I'm 41. I had potholder looms when I was younger, and they were not metal. They were plastic. The teeth would break. Do not recommend. These are metal. These are really, really nice. And so she marks the top right corner. So when she's looking at it, she knows that's the top right. So if you're making a design and you're weaving and turning it and doing different things, you can reference that. Also, I marked the center peg on each of mine. And that visually helped me a lot. My cat is in front of me being annoying. So would you like to say hi, Tuna? Hello. She's my baby. She is my baby girl. Okay, so let's show you some potholders now that I've talked for 4 minutes or so. So these all, I believe all of these I watched. Well, these are similar. So let me just start with this one. So I started with this one. And this one, it's just a plain weave in the middle. So you start with your middle loops on both directions. Sorry, cat has got to go. But then to get the color to be like at an angle this way, you're doing, what do they call them? Turns, right corner turns. Oh God, I can't remember what they're called. But what happens is when you do this green one here, and it goes all the way across this way, and your brown one going this way, you're then taking these two off of the ends and you're flipping them. So the green is going this way, and then the brown, instead of going this way, is now going this way, which keeps this color block all together. Not probably the best explanation, but you can really, once you know a method, you can change it up. So that's what happened when I did this one. So on this one, I kind of did the same weave, but I added like color in the middle. I added these, I only had 3 white loops left from a bag that I had. So I did 1, 2, and then 1 here. And then I did the gray and the mustard color to be that turn that you do. So these, I really thought these were really pretty. I should show you my acquisitions really quick because you'll understand why my colors are the way they are. But we'll just keep going. And then I'll show you all the bags of loops I have. Alright, so then this one was also on the YouTube. And this one was really cool. So you're doing a plain weave here. You're doing a split weave here. And then here you're doing the zigzags. So that one is like really optical illusion looking, and I enjoy the way that looks. This cat. And then this one I just did today, actually. And this was from the Piglet Evans website. And I started watching the video actually on YouTube from the other woman, Margie. But she referenced the chart. And I was like, ooh, I want to go see what this looks like. And see if I can, like, do it. And I did. So I didn't have to keep start and stopping a video. Because I was helping Hayes get ready this morning. And so I was able to have the chart and stop and start whenever I needed. So this one is called like 4 branches in a row or something. So you can see that it's the 4 branches, either the pine or the dark green. They all have color names. And then this way you have the 3 with 2 little green on the opposite side. So if you flip it though, then your branches are opposite. So it's the opposite on the back side. I thought that was really fun too. It didn't look visually as cool on the loom until I took it off. So it threw me off a little. I was like, it doesn't look right. And then I took it off and I had to stop doubting myself and just do it. So, okay. So if you have these looms, you have to be careful when buying the loops because they come in traditional size and pro size. So you need to be very careful of that. So we went to the Smoky Mountain Spinnery, which is in Gatlinburg, and I knew they had loops because we had been there previous visits. And so I was like, I am definitely going to get some loops because I was going to buy some online, but I knew we were going on vacation, so I made sure I picked some up. So the first day I got there, she said she was getting more of certain color pack that I wanted because you can buy all of them in mini packs. So this is a mini pack. And this can make 2 pot holders. So you get, I forget how many loops you need for each pot holder. So my apologies. I think it's like 27. So 54. So it would have like 108 loops. If I'm right about my numbers, which I'm not sure if I'm right. But then they're all labeled with the color. So this is leaf. Because you can go on Harrisville's website and they have a pot holder design feature. And you can pick your colors and then pick a motif and you can weave it based off of that. So I got 1 whole bag of this color because I bought this, which is the neutrals, I believe they call it. Yep, neutrals. This was $40 just in case you're wondering. This makes 6 pot holders. This makes 2 and this was $17.95. So for like $20 more, double the price, you get 6 pot holders versus 2 pot holders. So I bought this pack of neutrals to add this green to it so I could have like a color pop per se. But then when we went back, she said she was going to be getting more of the bigger packs and a color palette that I wanted. I knew they had this, it's like earth colors, I believe. I can't remember. But they also have the rainbow pack, which that's the pack I got when I first got my loom. And then they have a pastel pack. But this is called Earth Tones. So you get 7 colors. 7 colors. This is the party pack. And you can make 18 looms. This was $100. But 18 pot holders, I mean. And I just love these colors. So you get a chocolate, you get a maroon color, you get this spice color. I got the leaf again. You get a green here, and then you get the pine color. They're all named on the bottom. Burgundy, chocolate, spice, ochre, leaf, willow, and pine. So I really have been fully immersed in this. I apologize if this is not like your thing and you're here for the yarn and the knitting, but I've really been enjoying it and I'm going to show you guys what I've been making. I do have some yarn to show you. Now, I did not purchase any yarn while we were at the Smoky Mountain Spinnery. Actually, I bought 1 skein and I gifted it, but it was the same skein as this one. So this is Knitted Wit. This I bought at the last time I was there. Knitted Wit sock. And this is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park colorway because Knitted Wit does all the national park colorways. And this is the sock base, which is a 80-20. 420 yards. But I just thought this was beautiful. And so I wanted, if you don't already know by now, I wanted Chevrons to also have the same color as me, and we could figure something out. I did purchase other yarn way before vacation. Pause. Okay. Sorry. I heard like a weird, it sounded like a breaker had popped possibly, and I wanted to check on that, so. But Chevrons had went with us. Chevrons and Dan came down and spent some time with us at the cabin, and it was a great time. We didn't film there or anything. We were just really enjoying each other's company and going out and doing all the fun things. So, but before we left, I had made the Autumn League pullover. I can't remember the designer's name. I can link it down below. But the Autumn League pullover I had made in some really pretty mustardy color yarn. I love that sweater so much. I decided I really wanted to make myself another and maybe one for somebody else. But I wanted to buy the yarn that it was designed with, which was the jeans yarn by Lion Brand. Well, dummy me, didn't realize that Lion Brand made two different lines of the jeans yarn. One, which was a DK weight, and it was not 100% acrylic. It was cotton and something else. Well, I bought the wrong one. I bought the worsted weight. I'm not returning it. I've seen people use this line, and it's a worsted weight, to make the same sweater. And so I'm just going to have to do some gauge swatching. The only bad thing about this is it's 100% acrylic. It's not a bad thing. I just don't want it to be like overly hot for me or the person that might get one of these. So I ended up getting, I was really upset actually, and I messaged, Joann's, because this is where I got it from. Joann's had a really good coupon, and it was a really good sale, and you buy them in a pack of 3. And so I got like all of this. I got 6 of each color, and I think I got it for like $40. So I wasn't mad at that, but I was mad when I got this and I opened the mailer and it smelled like Lysol. It was disgusting. I don't love the smell of Lysol. Yes, I use Lysol. I don't like the smell of it. It makes me want to gag, but whatever it is, I don't know what it is about it. I just don't love it. So when I opened this bag, I wanted to gag. She's chewing the box you're sitting on. It's because she wants my attention. I've opened. So I was like, oh, well, they're sealed. But then I noticed these cellophane also has holes. So I didn't open this one. I don't know if they've aired out enough from. And so when I messaged them, I was like, I don't know what's going on with wherever these were shipped from, but they stunk like Lysol, and I just wanted to let you know because I don't know if this is like a bigger problem. And all they wrote back was, you can take it to the store and get a refund. And I was like, well, I know that. And I wasn't complaining. I was just merely letting them know that this was a thing. Okay, they don't smell anymore. I mean, I would wash and block these, even though they're acrylic. I would wash them. Anyway, so I ended up getting 6 balls of the jeans. This, like I said, this is 100% acrylic. It's considered a number 4, which is worsted weight. 100-gram ball. It's 246 yards. Now, when I looked at the DK weight cotton, and I guess it's because cotton weighs more, it was like the same yardage. So either way, because I was really upset that maybe the yardage I got was not going to be right, because I based it on the other ones, and I didn't realize when I got these that whatever, it's okay. This is color number 110AF. Sorry. This is classic. Oh, here's the label if you're curious. Okay. And then this is the classic color. And then the other color I got was number 153AB, and it's called Stovepipe. So it's a black. It's like a black denim color. So I am really excited. I bought this one for me, the black. So I do want to make myself another Autumn League pullover. All to say that that's what this was about. It was a lot of talking. But I was really upset that it came, and when that mailer when I opened the mailer, I was like, there is something wrong. This is not right. But they've since had time to sit, and they don't smell like that anymore. So I don't know if something had spilled maybe on the packages. I mean, who's to say what happened, but whatever. So before I had left, I decided I wanted to cast on a crochet project, and I took this with me, and I barely worked on it, but I've worked on it a lot. Just I didn't work on it a lot on vacation, but I wanted to show you guys because I do love crochet. I'm not gonna lie, I love doing some crochet, and I wanted to try a Toni Lipsey pattern. I've never made a Toni Lipsey pattern. Now I know she's also known for a lot of her Tunisian crochet, which I want to try something like that too. Haven't done that yet, but I had this yarn, and this pattern is called the Coles River Kerchief by Toni Lipsey, and it called for like you would need 2 fingering weights, right? So, but I had this yarn that was 822 yards, and I wasn't sure what I was ever going to do with it. So when I was like, oh, I can use this for the one scarf, or the kerchief, I was like, I'm going to just use it. So this is You Knit Sew, and this is the Bountiful Base, fingering weight, 100% superwash. It's 150 grams, and it's 822 yards. So I guess it says fingering weight, but 150 grams for 822 yards? I feel like that could be like between lace and fingering, or maybe just a light fingering. It's called Glitch. I've had this for a very long time. John actually bought it for me at a festival, and I just never used it. So I'm using it because the 100% merino, I didn't want to put it into socks. I know I can, but I just haven't. So this pattern curls a lot, and that is given in the pattern when you read it, and in the notes, it curls a lot. So it's going to be kind of difficult to show. Starts off real tiny, real skinny, and it gets wider and wider, and then it changes pattern a little, and I'm right there. That's it. So I don't have a whole lot done on this, and it looks a lot less because of the way it's curling. That'll block out though. So that's where I'm at with this. But I wanted to show you guys my progress. I'm gonna have to put a marker so I remember, a different marker than the one I'm using for the front of the fabric versus the back of the fabric, because I am not good at telling that in crochet. But yeah, so I mean, that's the back, and that's the front. You can tell there is a difference, but for me, I like having the marker on there to know. So I am working on that. I had started that, I don't even know. I'm not sure the date I actually started that. So, but I wanted to show it because I've gotten some progress now on it, and I hadn't had a lot of progress when I had first done it and did a video, because I don't know where I was at with it. Last thing I have to show. And it might be the most I have to show, and I don't know what I'll have to show tomorrow, but that's okay. Chevis and I decided we wanted to have a travel project. I forgot what hashtag we were using back and forth. A vacay-along, maybe? Vacay-along, like vacation along? I don't remember. So we had found, I think Chevis actually found this. It is a DK weight pattern. It is called the Blue Ridge Cowl, which is very reminiscent because we were in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So it's by Laura Aylor, Aylor. And you use 3 colors of DK weight, and I finished mine, and I still have some yarn left, but I used 3 different tweeds that went really well together. So these 2 are 7th floor yarns, and it's the DK tweed, 7th floor yarn, DK tweed, and I have Silver Fox, and I have Onyx. So this is Silver Fox, and this is Onyx. And then I threw in some Rising Tide Fiber Co., which is, oh, where's my label for that? Here it is. Rising Tide Fiber Co. This is the DK Tweed, 100% Superwash Merino, and this is Swear to Be Over Dramatic. And this is a beautiful teal color. And yeah, so I thought, perfect. All of them are tweed. That looks really cool. I wish I would have followed the pattern and used my darkest color as the mountain color, but I didn't. And I don't have my ends woven in. But it starts with color A, and then you have color B and C, A, B, and C all in here. And you're supposed to be able to see the blue is making like mountains. Mountain. With like slip stitches. If I would have done it in black, you would have seen it a lot better. Let me see. I have put this on. What am I saying? So this is the shape, in case you're curious. I haven't blocked it yet. It might show up more when it's blocked, but I wish I would have done the mountains in the black. Again, that was my choice. I just thought, oh, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Let's make them blue. Well, you can't really see much. It is very thick and warm, and it's definitely going to be warm when wearing it under a jacket. You can tuck it and fluff it and do whatever. But this is finished, and I probably won't show you guys again after blocking, most likely. I wish I would have done them in black. Oh well. It's still really pretty. I really like it. So, there you go. The Blue Ridge Cowl. Finished object. I'll probably post on Instagram, so if you follow me there, I'll probably finish an actual finished posted image of it blocked. So, if you're curious, you can find it there. Alright, well, that's what I have to show you for today, which I knew I was going to have all this when I recorded yesterday. It just was not time-wise working out for me. So, oh, and if you're curious what this is the Shift Cowl by Andrea Mowry. So, yeah. Alright, so I'll be back in the next clip, and I'll talk to you then. Bye. So if you guys remember, I recorded episode 223 and Mia kept bothering me, and that's my kitty cat, and it was her gotcha day, and I asked if you knew where the name Miss Mia Wallace came from. I'm having all these issues with comment pickers and everything else, so I randomly asked my device upstairs to give me two numbers between 1 and 8, and it was 6 and 8. So let's go down. So the last person that said Pulp Fiction would be the last one here. So Patsy Shawl, you're a winner. So then we got to skip one Pulp Fiction. So I apologize. There's one. And then let's go to the next one up. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Melissa Bell. There we go. Melissa Bell. And Patsy Shawl. Please message me on Instagram or on Ravelry, and I'm going to talk about the pattern that I'm going to give you guys in just a second. Alright guys, it's now Sunday. I didn't get a chance to record yesterday. It was just a little wild. Yesterday was John's birthday, actually, so we were doing all the things. Hayes made eggs for John for breakfast, and then we had double layer pumpkin pie cheesecake, and we made deviled eggs because that's one of his favorite things, and then he made naan and she helped him make naan. We went over a friend's house and had Peruvian chicken, and naan was the extra part. So let me talk about the pattern. The pattern is called Parade of Minis, and it's by Jenn Scott. Now, Jenn, I believe, has been a follower of mine on Instagram and on YouTube for quite some time, and she published her first pattern, and so I was like, oh, I want to see that, so I purchased it, I put it in my queue, I favored it for her, so it could, like, you know, oh, everybody's looking for mini projects right now because of all the advents, so I think I'm going to use that. Now, it calls for one main skein of 100 grams and 10 20-gram minis, so if you have scraps, or if you have 3 skeins of yarn, you could do just 3 skeins and change up the color. So there's multiple options you could do with this. If you don't have 20-gram minis, you could use 2 minis for one section. So you could really make this work in different ways. I'm going to be using the mini set that I got for Halloween. I believe it was 2 years ago now. I'm going to use that and use it for mine. So I'm just going to change up the color every time it changes, even if it says its main color or like the first color 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to use all my minis. Well, not all of them, but I'm going to use my minis. So congratulations again to those 2 people. Please find me there. And yeah, I'm excited for her. I hope, I hope she gets some, what did I want to say? Traffic on that pattern page so people will, go and do it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to, try a new designer. It's the first thing she has put up as a pattern. So I'm excited for people. All right. I said that exciting a few times. I made 2 more pot holders. Guys, I'm obsessed. I can't help it. I don't think I showed this one. If I did, I guess I'll cut it out. But it's a shamrock. And it looks different on side 1 versus side 2. Because one color is more dominant. And then I made this one, which is really different on both sides. I just thought this was a really interesting pattern. Oh, one of those is not the same color. Oh, man. Those are hard to tell. Between those, but on camera, you can really tell. Oh, well. This is just little chevrons. And I thought that was neat looking. But the back is really cool looking. This one used 4 colors. And then, I told you guys, I ordered more. I ordered the pastel pack. I don't know what's wrong with me. Does this one tell you the colors? Okay, so there's daffodil, tiger lily, robin's egg, powder blue, hydrangea, lavender, and carnation. So, there you go. And that's what I've been up to. I've done a little bit of knitting here and there, but not of anything significant to show you, so I'm not going to. But yeah, there we go. That's what I have to show you. I think this one, I love this side. I thought I was going to love this side, but I love this side. I think this side is just cool looking. You can't really see, you only see the chevrons of the 3 colors and not the main color, but I don't know, it's just really neat looking. Okay, it's been pot holder, I have them all down here still. Pot holder extravaganza. That's what this episode's gonna be, because that's what I've been doing. That's all right. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right, I need to edit this, get it up, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Please, please, please check on people. It's the holiday times are coming up, at least here in the US. It's, Thanksgiving is coming. It's always hard for people. Families are not easy. Some people don't have family to go to. So if you know people that you can invite over or bring an extra plate to, that's always nice. Or even if they decline that, maybe say, would you want to go to lunch? Something just to, it can be a very depressing time for people. And, so just check on your people, and, send those messages and text messages and emojis and funny pictures and whatever needs to be done. And yeah, so until the next episode, I'll talk to you guys. Peace, love, and happy crafting.